Okay, perfect. Thank you. So I'd like to present this new tool, ccsearch. This is presentation is done on behalf of me and my colleague, Paweł Przewodki, who did a lot of development on this. So before I jump into the tool, let me share a story, what led to this tool. So a couple of months ago, I went to a seminar during which was a project in safety analysis for nuclear facilities presented. This project is done in my home institution, in NCBJ, and the Dutch Energy Group. So one of the goals of this project was to generate a high quality so-called direct numerical simulation, DNS database, for some important thermohydraulic problems for nuclear industry. So the idea here, main idea here is that this database can be used as a reference case to validate some simplified models, some simplified simulation. The problem with this DNS approach is that this DNS approach to CFD is that this is a very resource-hungry approach. So this project took about 10,000 CPU cores over 3 years. So this was very resource-consuming. And on this nice plots on the right side here, you can see one of many simulation results. So these round white areas correspond to barrel rods or nuclear fuel rods. This colorful maze here corresponds to fluid velocity. And then the plot on the bottom, you can see some nice oscillation or wave-like behavior, which is characteristic to this, which occurs in this geometry and does not occur in simpler geometry, for example, pipe geometry. So this is obviously an example of highly advanced use of CFD or HPC. Such work requires state-of-the-art skills and knowledge. And after this seminar, I approached my CFD colleagues and asked them, it looks that you really know what you are doing. This is obviously state of the art. But would you be able to handle something? Would you be willing to handle something simpler? I mean, there is a yacht industry, a very rich, very powerful yacht industry in Poland. So maybe your knowledge could be put to set up a service where a given company producing ships would be able to, for example, simulate a hull in a CFD manner. So the response I got was very surprising, at the same point very educative for me, because they told me, yeah, we could kind of do it, but the results would probably work. We would be okay, but we would need to learn a couple of things. We don't really have this domain knowledge here. You know what? We would rather stay within the work we are doing right now. We are very occupied. We don't want to do it because it would require some extra study or extra learning curve. So the moral of this story is, even if you do the state-of-the-art work in CFD, it doesn't automatically mean you will be able to handle all CFD use cases, also including relatively simple ones. So application domain knowledge in CFD is essential. So this brings to my question. When client comes to me as NCC, where should I redirect given client coming to me with a CFD solvable problem? So we were thinking about this, and we thought about a simple yet quite involving solution. So we want to do presentation-based competence mapping. So we want to organize regular meetings during which experts in given domains, for example, CFD, but also we can organize meetings in other fields, for example, machine learning. So such experts will present their work and will enable us to learn where the existing competencies are. So you may think you have seen something similar, and that's true, because we are already using a somehow similar approach in EuroCC. I mean, pitch-like presentation. So this is nothing new. Unfortunately, this extended, let's say, extended competence mapping approach, this is not yet a solution, because somebody has to know the contents of all the presentations, at least for given domains. We can have multiple person, one person per domain, okay. But there is a problem of durability. even if we have such persons that have a perfect knowledge of those presentations, what happens if such person leaves for a better job, which, as we know, can happen. So we thought there is a more robust and durable solution possible. Let's record all presentations and make all recordings easily searchable. The problem is that up to now, there is no open source or free tool available with needed features. There are paid solutions available, but they are of very high cost. So essentially, we had to come with our own solution. It is called ccsearch, and it aims to fill this gap, allowing to search through video transcripts. And this is done while being free and open source. This is a very simple tool. The architecture is not complicated. We store transcripts in Elasticsearch database. We have web browser-based user interface, and there is a simple API server written in Python using Flask sitting in between. So I'd like to make one important remark here. This is a very simple tool. There is no speech-to-text capabilities. There are no speech-to-text capabilities included. So you still need some external source for transcripts, and I will discuss this at some point later. Okay, the features are written here. Maybe I'll skip the features and I will go to live demo right now. I hope you can still see my screen. Do you see my browser?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So this is the current state of the tool. This is a very simple search engine. This is a demo instance. So I have in this demo instance 2 videos indexed for the demonstration purposes. One is about machine learning, and second one is, I think, about MPI approaches in HPC. It doesn't really matter for the demonstration. So right now I will write machine learning in this search window. I will click search, and we have one result corresponding to this search phrase. As you can see, maybe I'll make it slightly larger. Too large. As you can see, there is a said video, found video here. There is institution written here, and there is list of video transcript fragments with your search phrase highlighted. So what you can do right now, you can click on given fragment. Automatically, you are brought to a correct fragment in the video. So this way, you are able to quickly glance through your results and see if this is really what you need. Okay, this is the main functionality. We have a nice feature that you can also perform wildcard searches. So I will write compute and star and perform the search. Let's bring to a normal size. Right now we have 2 hits. And again, there is a highlight here. So we got, for example, highlights on computations, not only on computer. The last feature I would like to show right now, this is experimental mode of results presentation and filtering. This is the visualization of search results on the map. So the idea here is that you will, at some point, the number of videos, the number of hits you will get may be quite large, and you might be interested in picking the companies that are close to you, companies or institutes experts, let's say experts. So what you can do, given the results, you can click on the location of the map, and the results are filtered to just this one company. So essentially, this is all that this tool is able to do. We think it will be very useful when it comes to making this presentation-based competence mapping usable and durable. To just give you some thoughts, I would like to find some other possible use cases for discussion. So you can think of searchable success stories in the video form. You can have searchable knowledge fields video. Of course, you can apply this tool to your training events of workshops. So given participant or non-participant will be able to find interesting fragments in very efficient manner. And I would like to point that this activity, all these activities, could also involve external entities, for example, companies. We can approach such companies and ask if they would like to show their competences, their projects, so we'll be able to learn about their skills and possibly connect them with some new clients. And one last remark for thinking: if we gather all the above, all the mentioned contents in mentioned categories, this could be used to build a single EuroCC YouTube channel, and this channel obviously will be packed with high quality, valuable content. And this could be another way to drive some web page traffic, to drive some clients towards EuroCC entities. Okay, so on the last slide, I would like to discuss what are the remaining things to handle and decide on. So the main thing I would say is was already mentioned. This is the source of audio transcripts. So we did some research, and basically the best solution right now seems to be a Google Cloud service called speech to text. It has a very nice accuracy, very nice language coverage. I mean, there are lots of national languages, and the price tag is I think very reasonable, of $2 per hour of video. I won't go into details of other services that we briefly tested. I would like to point out that there is also one alternative. We could possibly use automatic transcripts from Google, from YouTube. Those come with the same quality as the mentioned speech-to-text service from Google. I think this is essentially same service used, same model used. So we could download those automatic transcripts via undocumented API, but I'm not sure if this is really what we should do from the legal point of view. I'm not sure if YouTube would be happy with this. So this is one thing to finally decide on, this audio transcript source. Another thing is which license to release the source code. There are different possibilities with different permissiveness. We just need to make a decision if there are, let's say, voices, what we should pick, what would be the best option from the I'm sorry, from the central point of view. We'd like to hear them. Of course, before we will start this presentation work, we need to handle all the needed GDPR forms. And on my last, let's say, finishing note, I would like to mention that, of course, contributions are more than welcome as soon as we release the source code. Okay, thank you. That's all.